Guys, if you're planning to move to Colorado, most people go straight to Zillow. They're looking at neighborhoods, home prices, commute times, and look, all of that matters. But here's what I've seen after 11 years of helping people relocate here. The ones who struggle aren't the ones who picked the wrong houses. They're the ones who had no idea what their actual daily life would look like once they got here. And that's what this video is about. I'm walking you through the entire week of real Colorado life. And I'm covering both sides of it because Denver proper and the suburbs are going to feel completely different day to day. Knowing that difference might be the most important thing you figure out before you sign anything moving to Colorado. And guys, we're gonna jump straight into it talking about the weekday mornings. This is where you feel the difference almost immediately. Living in Denver proper, when you're talking Lodo, Lohi, Cherry Creek, or the Highlands, mornings are going to move fast. In Denver, we average close to 300 sunny days a year. And I'm telling you, people actually use those mornings. And guys, I'm one of them. Not just in summer either. You'd be surprised. I'm talking cold, clear January mornings with snow on the mountains and the sun already coming up bright. People are still out here, still moving, just in different gear. Now I want to take you from Denver and put you in the suburbs. I'm talking Parker, Highlands Ranch, Erie, Brighton. Mornings look a little different. You're almost certainly dropping the kids off at school. Or if you don't have kids, you're still running into that traffic. Guys, the suburbs are just a little slower, a little more family oriented. And for a lot of people, that's exactly why they moved here. Now let's talk about the workday culture and lifestyle. Denver's work culture surprises more people who moved here from bigger metros than not. And let's be real, the bulk of your life is lived during the workday. And guys, I just got off a call with a buddy today who moved from Colorado to Arizona and was asking about the Denver market and the fears of the market crashing and AI taking people's jobs. Well, the reality, guys, Denver has a real economy. Tech, healthcare, aerospace, finance. The Denver Tech Center is one of the largest job hubs in the state. People build serious careers here, but the mindset is different. Denver doesn't build life around work. Work just fits inside the life people want. Offices go hard Tuesday through Thursday. Mondays and Fridays, they just run lighter. And I'm not just saying that. When I'm driving from the suburbs into Denver on a Monday or Friday to meet a client or show some homes, I shave probably 15 minutes off the drive easy. Make that same drive on a Wednesday and you're going to feel every bit of it. Now walk through Denver Central Market in Rhino around lunch and you'll see exactly what I mean. Guys, multiple vendors under one roof. This is one of my favorite spots in all of Denver and it exists in Rhino. You got people grabbing food, laptops are opening, and people are taking meetings. That's Denver workday in one spot. And the commute is one of Denver's most underrated advantages. Metro average sits around 27 to 30 minutes. Compare that to New York pushing 45 or LA where 30 minutes on paper turns into 90. For a region over 3 million people, that's a real quality of life win. So as we go through this, guys, if Denver's sounding more and more like the exact place you need to be, text me, call, or email. Guys, my information's on the screen. This is the exact conversation we have with many of our clients that are relocating here every week. And we can't wait to take care of you. We are your Denver real estate team of choice. Now, let's talk about after work, how the city shifts and changes. Guys, this is where Denver proper and the suburbs really split into two lifestyles. Living in the city, when your day wraps up, you're not going home to kick it on the couch. You're going out. You got weeknight concerts at the Ogden or Red Rocks, Nuggets and Avs games, dinner at my neighbor Felix in Lohi, and you're definitely gonna wanna swing by Little Man Ice Cream on the way home, because that's a Lohi rite of passage. And there's usually a plan every night, whether that's the gym or a meeting or one of the run clubs that meet 2 or 3 times a week all across the city. Denver doesn't wait for the weekend to start living. But if we shift over to the suburbs, after work looks a little different. You're coming home, cooking or picking something up, you're with your family decompressing, and that's the whole point. Guys, I personally live in the suburbs here in Brighton, Colorado, and I'm the person I'm talking about right now. Kids come home, we do dinner, we hang out, they go down for bed, and then the wife and I usually have an hour or two of just doing us. Now for me, I'm usually downstairs getting some work done, but it's almost like all the houses in the neighborhood turn off their lights and everyone's snoozing by 10 p.m. But let's shift over to the Friday energy real quick. You can feel every bit of it. Fridays, guys, just hit different. Meetings are wrapping up faster, Slack messages get shorter. Because honestly, for a lot of people here, Friday feels almost optional. Like the week is wrapping itself up whether you're ready or not. For me personally, guys, Fridays tend to be unpredictable. Some are slammed, some are completely wide open and my calendar slots are all white. But here's what I've noticed. When I have clients who work a traditional Monday through Friday, Friday is almost always when they want to get out early, go see some homes, take a drive through a neighborhood, or head up to the mountains before the weekend crowds hit. Guys, that's a little local note in order to avoid some traffic. But there's just something about Friday in Colorado that makes people feel like they've earned the right to cut loose a little bit early. For Denver people, most already have the weekend locked in before Friday hits. It's usually Red Rocks, an event downtown, a game, or packing the bags for the mountains. By 3 p.m., watch I-70, guys. Ski racks everywhere, mountain bikes on roof racks, coolers in the back seats. Locals call it the I-70 migration. In the suburbs, Friday still has that energy, but it's different. Because real talk, most suburban folks get to Friday and it's like, wait, it's already Friday? The week's been so packed that a lot of people are just grateful for an open schedule. Maybe you're planning yard work, maybe just downtime, whereas most Denver folks already have their weekends planned by Wednesday. Now, both work, it's just different lifestyles. Now, the moment most of you have been waiting for, let's talk about the weekends. This is where people fall in love with Colorado. In the city, you guys might hike in the morning, grab brunch in Lohi, and still make it to Red Rocks at night. And here's what actually gets people. It doesn't feel like a big special occasion to most Denver residents. That's just a normal Saturday. That's the pace here. In the suburbs, again, we're shifting. Saturday usually means kids' sports, you got a local trail, families getting together. The access to the mountains is still there. Most suburbs are within an hour drive of world-class skiing and hiking. You just see it differently. And here's something most relocation content never mentions. When people think Colorado, they think skiing and snowboarding, but honestly guys, most locals don't even ski. Kind of like when you talk to somebody from California, they don't typically go to the ocean, right? What most people are actually doing though is hiking, camping, fishing. As I can't tell you how many times I'm driving through the suburbs and you see an RV or trailer parked on the sidewalk or in the concrete driveway. And don't sleep on the lakes, guys. Horsetooth Reservoir, Boyd Lake, people are getting the boat hitched to the truck for full weekends on the water. That's the side of Colorado that doesn't get nearly enough attention. But guys, now let's get into the Denver quirks. Here's the stuff relocation guys actually miss. First guys, there's always a ball game, always. I'm talking Broncos every Sunday, plus Monday and Thursday nights. You've got Avalanche and Nuggets every other night through the winter. And then April hits and the Colorado Rockies have a game what feels like almost every other day through summer. Well, the Colorado Rockies haven't been that great. Coors Field is a must do at least once. It's a great place to take the family, get a hot dog, and enjoy a ball game. Not to mention, we got women's soccer just landing in Denver, and there are already murmurings about a WNBA team. So if you're a sports fan, guys, this city has your name written all over it. You're gonna become a Denver sports fan very, very quick. Now, second, weekend I-70 traffic is legitimately insane. You've got 2 to 3 hours to Breckenridge on a peak Saturday. And guys, that's winter and summer. Here's what the locals actually do. Guys, we go midweek. You gotta take a Wednesday, hit the slopes with nobody around, drive back in 45 minutes, then stay local on the weekends. Less stress, more living. Now third, let's talk about the weather. Literally my favorite thing about Colorado. 300 days of sunshine is completely real. That's not a myth. But don't get me wrong, guys, it will snow in April and be 70 degrees 2 years later. So keep a jacket in your car year around. Guys, I promise you'll thank me later. Last section here, let's talk about who actually thrives here in Colorado. There are really 3 versions of Colorado life. You've got Denver proper, you got the edges of central Denver, and then you got the suburbs. Denver proper, guys, this isn't for you if you're a homebody. If you love the action, love the energy, the movement, the noise, Denver proper has your name written all over it. Lohi, Cherry Creek, Cap Hill, Rhino. If you're always out and about and the atmosphere fires you up, you're going to love it here. Now, let's talk about the edges of central Denver. Wash Park, Platt Park, Congress Park are for those people who are a little both. You want city access, but you also want a yard and some breathing room. Close enough to stay connected, but you actually get a real home. These are the folks who'd rather have people over than always go out and can order takeout from the great nearby spots and still feel like they're in the mix. Guys, the suburbs are for people who want their own space. If you want land, a yard, kids on bikes, and everything within 10 minutes, suburban Denver is one of the best places in the country for that. Parker, Highlands Ranch, Erie, Louisville, and Brighton, as most of these suburbs are completely self-contained. The mistake I see is people moving to the suburbs thinking they'll go to Denver every weekend, then realizing the suburbs take care of them so well they rarely even go to Denver. Now, that's not a bad thing. It just means you've got to be honest about which version of this lifestyle you're actually choosing. It's helped a lot of people make this move, and every single one had a different version of Colorado life they were looking for. And that's exactly what we do. So guys, don't hesitate to text me. The number's on the screen. We love nothing more to help you guys make this move feel like the right one. Guys, subscribe so you don't miss out on what we're putting out next. We do videos every single week. Thank you so much for being here. Can't wait to meet you guys. Cheers, and we'll see you on the next one.